Hello, John McCabe from Teagasc here. Last week on Friday the 31st of January, I caught up with Jason Coulter, who is the Teagasc Aurivo focus farmer for the County Sligo area. We had a chat around spring grass and nutrients. We also had a look around the yard, but firstly, I asked him how he got on in the aftermath of Storm Owen.
We haven't anything calved yet, so we weren't milking, so it hasn't, if we were milking it would be different. We lost power, so the only thing we had to do is, we have a main supply which is very good and a well supply of water, so I'm able to switch over between the two, the cows had water, everything had water.
This is your cow shed at the minute, and that's a new shed down there. So how many cubicles do you have? How many cows are you milking? How many cows can you feed here at the one time?
So there's 134 cubicles here between the two sheds, and there's 131 cows here. And in terms of feed space, we can feed all the whole line up along here. It's about 19 bay long.
19 bays.
It's about 9. It's just
cows bay. That's 100. That's exactly 133. So.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't like that before you put in the new shed a couple of years ago, there, Jason.
No. We had this shed here, and we would have tried to feed all the cows here. And if we had to be housed in the springtime, there would be some housed across the yard, which had very little feed space, and you'd be feeding a bit here, and it wasn't great. You could see the heifers that weren't getting let in, or they're getting bullied, and the silage, of course, would be gone, but not all the cows are getting their fair share. So here we can put it out and give them adequate space, and you can see when you feed them that they all get fed. The heifers are all eaten, and there's very little bullying.
Okay, Jason, and we're just in the newer of the sheds. This is a carbon copy?
Yeah, this is an exact copy of the other shed. Well, some small little tweaks and improvements. It's 1 bay longer.
And so this is the calving area in there. And
yeah.
You can open this gate.
That lets them out to feed here.
Yeah.
And it's
so where they're eating is the slurry is caught. So this is the calving area. When are you due to start calving, Jason? When's your planned start date?
It'll be down as the 10th of February or so, but they'll come early. So it'll be the third, about the 3rd of February, 2nd, 3rd of February. There's 1 or 2 that'll come before it, but calving in earnest will start on the 2nd or 3rd of February.
Okay, so it's Friday the 31st of January. We're on the north coast of Sligo. What are them mountains up there, Jason?
That's the Ox Mountains up there.
Okay, very nice. So we're on the north coast of Sligo. Soil temperature is 6.9 degrees. So what is the plan with nutrients over the next couple of days?
So the plan is the first thing to do is we're going to get 20 units of urea out.
When?
It'll be protected urea out next week. The first week of February. Yeah.
Slurry?
I'll be getting the slurry out to the silage ground where we can. I've not put on the milking platform. It makes a mess, and I don't need the slurry here. The indexes are fine, so I don't need it here.
Will you put out any as you graze here throughout the spring?
We put out some maybe diluted slurry or dairy wash, the lesser of the slurry, lesser. So
then the why are you putting out? Why are you going so early? It's the 31st of January.
Everybody has a big demand for grass in springtime, but certainly here stock is quite high, and we do get the cows out. So they want to get the grass grown, get it moving, and the quicker we get out. You see with the soil temperatures, the conditions are there to grow grass, so we'll get the urea out to grow it. We graze these with the small numbers first, and then after that we'll go on the road in the day and then down here at night time.
Okay, yeah. So the farm is split up into kind of 3 main blocks. Beside the parlour here, you have across the road, split by a road, and then you have up the road. So you want to be crossing during the daylight.
Yeah. That we wouldn't be bringing the cows in at night time, like in the further blocks. We keep them for that. They keep around the parlour for that, and then go down the road during the daytime.
How many cows have to be calved before you start grazing, Jason?
Well, one. We would once as soon as they're grazed, as soon as they're calved, assuming the ground conditions are okay, the smaller ones we'll go out straight around here, like in these 1 or 2 paddocks straight around the parlour, and then after that, when the numbers aren't too big, but there's like a third of the herd calved, we go over across the road over there. The ground is very dry. It's the best ground for grazing, so there's good access.
So Jason, there is quality is good in general across the farm, but there are a few heavy covers. Have you an open cover done yet?
No, haven't an open cover done. We closed at 880, so
you'll have lots of grass.
Lots of grass, yeah.
So with a cover like this, what's the plan like? Do you wait, or do you spread fertiliser on it?
Oh well, the spread fertiliser on it, the first thing to do, and it'll kick a bit of life into some of that grass. And if you didn't put the fertiliser out on it, like it'll get worse. It'll just die off.
Yeah. So a lot of people wouldn't spread onto heavier type cover, and we would say it needs it for holding quality and also for regrowth afterwards.